tell me something. Is lighting so important? I mean, what kind of lighting is good? Is it like your daylight, your room light? What is or natural light? What is the kind of lighting that is ideal?
Light is the most important aspect of photography.
Mm-hmm.
Recently one of my mentors spoke something very interesting. They said the human eye sees objects or subjects, as we call it, subjects and situations, whereas
Mm-hmm.
the camera sees everything as light and shadows.
Wow.
So now what
Mm-hmm.
happens is, so because camera sees light and shadow, it's important the role that light plays, in the way you shoot. Now
Mm-hmm.
it's a very vast subject. So since we can't get into, in so much detail, I'm going to broadly tell you what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, there are two types of light.
Okay.
Three types of light. One is
Okay.
natural light. One is your, ambient light. So, indoors when you have tube lights, candles,
Mm-hmm.
bulbs,
Yes. Yes.
lamps. So that's called ambient light. And
Okay.
third is, manufactured light. So those flashes or the
Hmm.
studio lights. Okay.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
these
Hmm.
are the
Hmm.
three broad kinds of lights that are used in photography.
Okay.
Uh, Now, within this, when we talk about natural light, let's talk about natural light because, as a photographer, as a beginner,
Mm-hmm.
natural light is something that most people start with, and
Okay.
gradually you progress to the other forms of light.
Okay.
So, when you're shooting natural light, there's another thing called soft light and harsh
Mm-hmm.
light.
Okay.
So if you have ever realized early morning when you wake up,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the light, it's bright, but it's not harsh. It doesn't prick your
Yes.
skin,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
fact, people recommend that you should go and soak in that light.
Correct. Correct.
So that is the soft light, especially just before sunrise. So around
Hmm.
between 6:30 to 9,
Hmm.
that's supposed to be the best ideal light. It's called the golden hour.
Okay.
And evening just before sunset, so around 4:30 to 6:37 is, so this is a time when the sun is like soft light. It's beautiful
Right.
light and it's ideal light. Now
Okay.
if in during that time, if you're indoors and you take a picture by a window,
Mm-hmm.
you'll get very good light.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
True.
if you see the light right now on my face, I'm sitting in a window which is getting me the best direct light coming on my face.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Lovely.
I've chosen a spot to sit where the natural light is coming on my face. And
Yeah.
that's why it's
Yeah.
making me look more pretty, actually. So yeah,
Yeah.
so that's natural light. Now, harsh light is the afternoon light. So when you are, in like mid noon or in the afternoon,
Mm.
the sun is right on over your head, and
Mm.
even when you step out, it's very difficult to look at light. Look into
Mm.
light or stay there. So that's not
Mm.
really ideal for shooting.
Mm.
Of course, as a photographer, you cannot be bound by these things. So you have to
Mm.
think of creative ways of using harsh light as well to your advantage. And
Yes.
if done well, harsh lights create really impactful and edgy images. Like I mean, when we shoot weddings, now I can't tell them, "Ki, "Arey, Bharat sham ko lana."
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Obviously. Yeah. Yeah.
sometimes the Bharat is, is in the afternoons,
Mm.
and I have to shoot, and the sun is right over the head. But so there are ways of dealing with it. But if somebody wants to take a picture during that time, I
Mm-hmm.
would recommend go into a shade. So like
Okay.
stand under a tree or stand.
So the photographer stands under the tree, or you
No,
want
the
the
subject.
subject. Okay. Okay.
Subject. So even if you are shooting, yourself, or
Mm-hmm.
you're shooting, for example, your daughter.
Uh-huh.
Now, and maybe you all are out on a picnic, and you are,
Hmm.
in a picnic, it doesn't matter early mornings or afternoon.
Correct.
So rather
Correct.
than saying, I'm not going to take a picture, maybe go into a shade, see if you get like a nice space, and then you take pictures there. So you'll still get soft light.
Okay. Okay.
So
All
what
right.
happens is when you shoot in hard light, when the sun is right on your head, you get shadows. So you'll have shadows around
Yeah.
the eyes, the nose, and all, and then it looks
Hmm.
bhayanak, like it looks scary,
Yeah.
and nobody likes
Yeah.
those pictures.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I said, the same light can be used. If you saw the pictures I showed you, like the one with the gate, the shadows of the
Yeah,
gate.
yeah.
Now that's in mid-afternoon, but I've used it creatively.
Hmm. Wow.
So hard light can be used creatively, but if you're doing a portrait or you're doing product shoots, then I would recommend that you keep it near the window. Use
Okay.
window light to your advantage.
Okay. Okay.